The Rivers State Judicial Commission of Inquiry has summoned 109 witnesses to investigate incidents of arson, killings, and property destruction that occurred at several local government council headquarters following the October elections in 2024. Now, key individuals summoned include local government chairmen and members of the House of Assembly, with a focus on violence attributed to political thugs in areas like Ikwerre, Eleme, and Emuoha. Now, the inquiry has sparked controversy, particularly between supporters of current Governor Siminalayi Fubara and former Governor Nyesom Wike. Critics argue that the commission may be biased, with some claiming that it is politically motivated. Now, joining us on the conversation to speak more on this, we have two guests. We have Haya King, a legal practitioner and human rights advocate, and we also have Jerry Omoshogunwa, special advisor or special assistant on electronic media to Governor of Rivers State. I hope I got that name right. Welcome, gentlemen.
Try to murder it, but you tried. You tried to pronounce it the Yoruba way. It's a Delta name. It's an Ishekiri name, Omoshogunwa.
Omoshogunwa. All right. It's a pleasure to have you.
Omoshogunwa.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Let's not take the time to practice a name anyway.
Yes, indeed. All right. Let me begin with Haya King. Let's start with you. Now, the Commission's terms of reference, include examining the causes and responsibilities behind violent events. Can you elaborate on the legal basis for this, and also how everything aligns with national laws? Hello, Haya King. Can you hear me?
Well, Commission of Inquiry is a legal body. Yeah, I can hear you. Commission of Inquiry is a legal body. Commission of Inquiry has been there right from the colonial era up till today. So Commission of Inquiry is not new to Nigeria, neither is it new to Rivers State. So we have had several commissions of inquiry. You remember the Okuta panel, even in South Africa, Truth and Reconciliatory Commission was set up. But Obasanjo did the same thing when he came in 1999. So there is actually nothing wrong to actually find out the remote causes, the immediate and remote causes of the violence that erupted following the local government election in Rivers State. So there's actually nothing wrong with it. Asking me legally speaking is in order, it's completely legal to do that. But the problem I have sometimes is that most of these inquiries, when they set them up, after the whole thing, they will not take it upon themselves, they will not act upon them. But I'm urging the governor that this time don't play with it. Once that report comes out, let there not be politics as usual. Immediately swing into action, persons that are involved, get them arrested, get them indicted, charge them to court, let the police do their job so that this type of thing will stop. Because a lot of people are taking advantage because inquiries like this, at the end of the day, nothing happens. So they will tell you, hey, nothing will happen, nothing will happen. Let something happen this time.
Okay.
I am urging the governor, let something happen. After this inquiry, let something happen.
Let's hear from Jerry on this.
Once the person has been indicted.
All right, so let's hear from Jerry. In your view, Jerry, does the structure of this commission undermine its credibility, given that the governor appoints both the panel and the judge?
I don't know how else they want it to happen. It's been done before. There was a commission inquiry when the former governor, the now FCT minister, was in charge as a governor here, probing the sales of state assets and all those put together. He was the one that appointed the panel and the judges. Even the Okuta panel, I don't think anybody of the federal government, the Justice Ashaw panel, I don't think anybody appointed the members and another person appointed the judges of the panel and all those put together. That is how it's done, and that is how it's done. Then there are issues that has happened, similar issues. I can tell you the burning, the arson of the Rivers State House of Assembly complex, up to today, the police said they are investigating. Till now, we have not had anything from that report. Don't also forget the protests at on Aba Road and that bombing incident, that dynamite incident, fortunate incident that later scattered or blew off the guy that was supposed to detonate that bomb, his hand. Up to today, the police has not told us anything. We can't continue this way. The state now want to know what happened with this one and follow it to conclusion. You see, when bad things are not checked, over time it becomes an habit. You have seen the first one, burning of the assembly. You have seen the second one, the bomb incident on Hotel Presidential Aba Road. Now this one again. We can't continue this way. Now let us know the remote and the real cause. 5 local governments attacked, 4 burnt. We can't continue this way. If you allow this to happen and you don't touch anything, people will not take it as a habit and begin to destroy things that taxpayers' money was used to build. We'll continue this way. The answer is no. So let us get to the final and know those responsible and now take action at the end of the day.
All right, Jerry, just before I let you go, the commission, summoned 109 witnesses. What is the importance of this large number of witnesses?
It's just like when something happened and the police decide to raid a certain area. When they do their investigation, those that are not linked to that crime will be allowed to go. Those who are linked to the crime, then they face the music at the end of the day. You see these people that are invited, even the current chairmen right now are part of those invited. Part of those who are occupying the local government as executive right now were among those invited. When these other people are crying, oh, it's pro-Wike people. No, you have pro-Wike people. You also have the present chairman and those who are occupying they are all the people invited. The 109, I think even those that are occupying the local government now are even more in number than those who are crying foul right now. If they have no skeleton in their cupboard, why are they afraid? Why are they jittery? Because they know themselves, they know what they've been doing before now that have been going freely, and the governor has said no, because our people say it's only a place where you don't have orc that the fowl will dance and scatter everywhere.
All right, Ahaya, still on the summoned 109 witnesses, how will their testimonies shape the investigation?
Well, it all depends on the involvement of each witness, of each person that has been invited. Let me also point this out. The people that were invited, they are not indicted yet. They were just invited to help the commission. It's not as if the people that are invited are said or already classified as the people who committed the arson and the violence. No, they just say, come and tell us what you know. So in the process of telling what you know, another person will also say what he knows, and from there, the panel will be able to get to the root cause and who did what and who did what. So we believe that, I want to believe that some of the persons there, yes, they are involved. Some are not also involved. Some are witnesses. So when they come there, by the questions that will be put to them by the lawyers and the members of the commission, the truth will come out. That is why we are lawyers. As a lawyer, sometimes you ask questions that people will say, that question is very, very irrelevant. It's useless. We ask you, what is your name again? And somebody will say, why are you asking his name again? He knows. I would ask you, you made 2 statements to the police. Which one are we using? People say, why are you making all those? Some questions that you think is not relevant will bring out the truth. So it is going to help for, well, they are large anyway, but I think they should be even more than that. People that actually committed those crimes, they should even be more than that. But again, I think they have been able to pick out key people, either those involved or those that will help them with the investigation. So in the process of question and answer, they will be able to get to the root of your participation and your involvement. They'll be able to get to that. So there's nothing wrong with it. So for me, there's nothing wrong with the panel. The panel is okay. Like Jerry said, nobody should say, oh, I am invited to the panel because they hate me. Come there and tell Rivers people what you know, because I want to believe that no reasonable politician will want to burn down a local government, because this is the place where you want to be chairman, or you want to be councillor, or you have been a chairman there, or you have been a councillor there. You will now want to burn it down, and when you burn it down, you use Rivers people's money again to rebuild it. So that's what we are saying. Both former ones, like Jerry said, I saw the names, former ones and current ones, and the other passers-by too. Come, I was not around then. If I was around, I would be happy to come. If I know anything, I was not around when that happened. So I cannot tell you I was a witness. So witnesses are there, participants are there, culpable people are there, but nobody should be afraid to come, except if you participated. That's when you should be afraid to come, because when you come, questions that will be put to you, or eyewitnesses that saw you may be able to identify you, and from there you'll be indicted. So that is what it is.
Okay. Now, Jerry, earlier you're talking about, you being yet to hear from, some of the incidents that actually happened. You're yet to know the results and, what decisions the court is actually taking.
Yes, I talked about the police, yes.
Yes. Now, Olaka Nwogu suggested a more holistic approach to the inquiry. And, he suggested that additional incidents like the bombing of the National Assembly, should also be included.
No, State Assembly.
The State Assembly, I beg your pardon. Do you agree?
Yeah. That one is already in the hands of the police. I don't know if you know Port Harcourt or Rivers State very well. That State Assembly that was bombed is just opposite, directly opposite the police headquarters. And you expect that this type of thing will be like a slap to the police, that they ought to have taken action to make sure that those responsible for this dastardly act are brought to book. But what do I know? Today, when your people contact me, who were in the Thanksgiving to celebrate, thank God for 1 year of the crisis, that we are still standing, and we are still standing till the end of our tenure at the end of the day. So it's a shame to the police that this incident that happened under their nose, that up till now, nobody has been arrested, nothing, no report at all. I can tell you a very clear incident. When the governor won at the Supreme Court, all the local governments, 23 local governments, decided to do Thanksgiving to thank God for the victory of the governor. Don't also forget that during the elections, when the result came out, the governor won 23/23 local government, first time in the history of Rivers State. Now, they now said, let us do Thanksgiving. When it got to a Shea turn to do Thanksgiving, a Shea local government, the properties, the canopy, the sound, and everything that was prepared there, people came in, they videoed themselves, escort of police people. They came there, hoodlums, led by the former chief of staff, a local government. It's in the video, it's not like allegation or something right now. They burnt down everything. Up till today, that guy is walking free and nothing. Nobody has asking questions. The last time I saw the police PRO, I asked her, how come this guy has not been arrested? You know what she told me? That the guy, they invited him to come and he didn't come. They are still looking for him. Is that supposed to be an answer? What about the bomb incident in Hotel Presidential? And that day you have a House of Rep committee lodged in that hotel. What were they trying to do? And at the end of the day, you hear people from the other side calling for a state of emergency. So they are trying to cause chaos to make sure that people see the place as not investor friendly. So the state has decided to say, okay, let us do this one to show the police how to do things, to show the federal agencies who are supposed to protect life and property, to show them that we too can do this thing and fish out those responsible for this dastardly act. And at the end of the day,
speaking of those responsible, Jerry, Olaka still said that the governor said or claimed that he knows the people who actually perpetrated the act. How true is this? Knows
which people? Does the governor work with them? See, our people say that it's only somebody that walk in the middle of the night that know the order of the spirit. Our governor don't work in the middle of the night, so he would not know the order of the spirit. If Olakawogo said he knows these people, then he should come and also testify that if so people have done it, not so people. He can also help the commission. It's a help everybody is needing right now so that this thing don't happen again. It happened today. Tomorrow, it may still happen. If you don't stop it today, like our people will always say, that waiting happen for fowl house. If care is not taken, will still happen in goat house.
Okay, now let's move to Haya now. Haya, Wike mentioned, seeking legal actions against the commission. What specific legal grounds, do you believe support his claim?
I don't know of any, because I know that in the past, Governor Odele set up a panel of inquiry, Amechi set up a panel of inquiry, and Wike himself set up several panels of inquiry. I appeared in one of those panels, but I never saw the results. So I don't know which court will be able to stop a panel of inquiry. Panel of inquiry is not an indictment, but a panel of inquiry is not a prison yard where you come, you are hounded and bundled to the prison. It's not. I don't know any court that will be able to give an injunction that a panel of inquiry should not sit. I don't know. I don't know until that court gives that injunction. I am waiting for it. For me, you see, my problem is that the politicians, the way they do things.
Hello, Haya. All right, we'll try to reconnect with you, Haya. Now let's come to you, Jerry. How he was talking about politicians, how will the outcomes of this inquiry impact the political landscape in Rivers State, particularly between the factions loyal to Wike and also Fubara?
Yes, before I answer your question, let me continue from where Aya King started.
All right, go ahead.
Or where he stopped, yes. Let me not go that far. Amechi, Odili. Let's start from Nyesom Wike. When he set up his panel of inquiries to investigate the sales of Rivers State assets, Amechi thought it was something to indict him. He now went to court. The first court of instance, that the High Court, said, you go and answer. He was not satisfied with that. He went to appeal. Appeal also said, go and answer. He got to Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said, go and answer. It's not a death sentence. Go and answer. So to tell you that the governor has not done anything just to indict anybody, but to find out what has happened. So ask me the same question you wanted to ask me now.
Okay. The question I asked was how you feel the outcomes of the inquiry will impact, both political landscape in Rivers State, especially with both factions, talking about Fubara and Wike, factions loyal to both Fubara and Wike.
Well, factions loyal to Fubara, they have been invited. Faction led by Wike are also invited. They are the ones crying foul right now. But I don't see anything wrong. You just to ask you one or two questions and you answer, then nobody arrests you based on what the legal implication. Nobody arrests you, nobody does anything. But let us know why this is happening, the immediate and remote cause, so that we can know how to block it at the end of the day. Because if you don't do it today, it will still continue tomorrow. So I don't think these people you're talking about, the faction, this faction, that, are they not all Rivers people? So we should continue to begin to burn property. No, things are not done that way. So I think it will make the Rivers State develop to make sure this dastardly act is stopped once and for all. Everybody are Rivers people, and we need to make sure that Rivers properties are safe.
All right. Speaking of everyone being, a Rivers State citizen, how do you view Honorable Afoji Igwe's role in this inquiry, as a sitting member of the House of Assembly?
As a former member.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You said sitting member.
Oh, a former member. I
will say former member.
Former member.
Former sitting. Well, it's been invited. He can come and say his own role. I will not stay here now and tell you this is the role he performed, but it should also be a shame that such thing happened under him and he is from that local government. I tell you an instance. Take Ikwerre local government area under Samuel Wanosike. You know what happened? Samuel Wanosike built a very fine edifice. That's the local government secretariat. And within the period of leaving office, not up to 4-5 months, the place is burnt down. That is his legacy project. That place is like, it's too fine. It's something that he can beat his chest, can hold somebody and say, look, this is what I did while I was local government chairman. And that place is burnt. I don't think if I were him, that I would wait for anybody to invite me before I will come to make sure we fish out those who burnt that beautiful edifice. That is what we should be, or what we should do as citizens of those local governments. You have done very well. You built that secretariat, and the next thing, this thing was burnt, and they call you a kind foul. No, now, things are not done that way.
All right. Now, you know, I asked earlier about, you know, how this inquiry would actually affect the political landscape, you know, between both factions. Now I'm actually asking how the findings of this commission would influence the relationship between the state and local government officials moving forward.
Well, like I said before, the present local government ESCO were invited. The past one too, who are also claiming that they have a tenure allocation for 6 months, I don't know where they got it from, were also invited. Let them come so that we know those who were responsible. And at the end, if the state want to take action, fine. If they want to get a white paper, fine. The ones we did before, the ones that have been done before, I don't think any action was taken. If the state government have decided to take any action, at least if not for anything, we have known those who are responsible for the arson in the local government headquarters. You see, one thing we take for a joke, or we just take it like something that is not, that has become a norm. It's just like somebody taking fire to Arson Rock and burning it down. The local government headquarters, the local government secretariat is equal to Arson Rock because that is an arm of government on its own. That is supposed to be even a challenge to the police and security agencies, not even setting up this whole thing, fish out those people and bring them to book. But because of the delay, because of the attitude of the security agencies, I've named like 3 incidents that has happened and nothing. Up to today, nobody has heard anything about them. So we have to find out to make sure that those people who are responsible for this, they may not be unconnected to the ones that are passed before. They may not even, maybe they go to the cage where they belong at the end of the day.
All right, now I'm told that Haya King has reconnected with us. Thank you for reconnecting, Haya. Now, in your experience, Haya, how crucial will the quality of evidence in this judicial inquiry be? Because I'm asking to know what challenges might arise in gathering such evidence, especially in a politically charged environment like Rivers State.
To be frank with you, speaking truth to the truth, it's going to be very difficult. You know, it's going to be very difficult considering the fact that it's not.
Okay, now his network is really unstable. Can you go ahead with that particular question? If you can answer that question, I'm speaking to Jerry.
What's the question again?
The question I asked was, you know, how crucial will the evidence, you know, in this inquiry be, especially in a politically charged environment or state like Rivers State?
Because, like you rightly said, that it's a politically charged place. Our people will always say that you don't say because there is heavy wind or wind that blow at night, you now come out, fall all the plantain within your area, and now blame it on the wind that blow at night. Now, if we have a politically charged place, stopping people. That does not stop people from being law-abiding. So we need to get to the root to make sure that whether politically charged or whether politically non-charged, the people who are responsible are punished. The law does not look at anybody's face, does not recognize anybody's face. If you are responsible for this, then sorry, it's your name at the end of the day. So charged, non-charged has nothing to do with what has happened already, and investigations will go on, and those responsible will be brought to book.
Okay. Critics have actually argued that, this inquiry is a waste of resources. How would you respond to these criticisms? And let me see if Haya can actually answer that.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back.
I'm back. Well, in my opening speech, I alluded to that. I actually alluded to that. That was why I said that I pray Governor Siminalayi Fubara to actually implement this time. Let him not do like Odele. Let him not do like Wike. Let him not do like Wike. Let him be Fubara himself. Let him do like Fubara that he is, and a man that he is. Let him make sure at the end of the day, whatever comes out, indictment is made and people are arrested and prosecuted. Like I wanted to say initially, Commission of Inquiry is not actually a court. It's actually a fact-finding. It's after the fact-finding that recommendations are made, then charges are drawn up. That is actually what it is. And Commission of Inquiry is usually where you come to, when you come there, you are not like in the regular court. It's more of moral persuasion. You come and tell us sincerely, like when you go to Reverend Father, you confess like the Catholics, or you come to pastors, we the Pentecostal pastors for counseling. You tell the pastor, I did this, I did that, and all that. Pastor will tell you, okay, you have to do fasting, you have to do this. Sometimes pastor will also invite the police if it is something that it has to do with capital offense. The pastor has the right to invite the police to hand you over to the police. That is how I see the panel of inquiry. So, but like you asked, let it not be a waste of resources. I am appealing to my able governor, Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Let him not do like others. Let people be indicted. Give out. Let people have from the DPP, from the Office of the Attorney General, give people fiat. Let people get fiat and prosecute. Thank God for the Administration of Criminal Justice Law and Act now. The Administration of Criminal Justice Law and Act has even made it. We can try you in absentia. If you refuse to come, we try you by the Administration of Criminal Justice Law and Act. Somebody can be tried in absentia, convicted, and all that. Now you can do that by that law. Now you don't need to. The person runs away, just run away. We go on with the trial.
Okay.
After the trial, conviction is.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Haya, if you can hear me, we actually lost you there again. But thank you so much, gentlemen, for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us on the conversation this evening. Haya King, legal practitioner and human rights advocate. And we also had Jerry Omashogunwa, special assistant on electronic media to Governor of Rivers State. Thank you so much.